A long time ago, some guy named Grifter, not his actual name, started a series best movies into video games. But for a fella, it took him more and longer than he suspected. But today, we have part 3. I present you best movie games ever. Wow, this list is taking me ages. Okay, well, anyways, hello there guys and girls, it's me, it's Grifter. I'm your typical host of Retro Productions. I'm like the only one, so no big surprise there. And we're gonna move on with our best movies into video games. Well, yeah, that's right. Just like last time, I wanted to make a special intro. So here it is. Wait, what? Okay, I admit, my inspiration wasn't that, well, big. But hey, better than nothing, I guess. So last time we left off the list with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, and this special we will start with none other than, well, number 15, Dune 2. I'm not sure if you ever saw the movie. David Lynch's adaptation of Frank Herbert's novel was pretty awesome. Although this was one of David Lynch's most, I'm not sure, unique movies. Like you can see in the trailer right now, it's like some kind of, well, I don't know, Star Wars meets Flash Gordon. But of course we won't be covering the movie right now, we will be covering the game Dune 2. Just like the fact that Frank Herbert's Dune is perhaps the most important and influential science fiction novel ever written, it was published in 1965, so is the game Dune 2. That is, well, many people regard that game as the first real RTS game, and that game really defined how we look upon RTS titles. Oh no, I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up. For real? You can look it up. Go Google it. You'll believe me. The movie was released in 1984. It has gotten a first game, which, why it is, well, simply put, it wasn't good. But the second game made everything correct, like I said before. First game was made by the hands of Cryo Interactive, and Virgin released it. Second game was made by Westwood Studios. It was also a Virgin Interactive release, but that game was really outstanding. The first game was released in 1991, the second game was released in 1992. Oh, this is getting complicated. Also, the title of the game was Dune 2, The Building of a Dynasty. But here in Europe, it was Dune 2, Battle for Arrakis. To make matters a little bit complicated, the Sega Mega Drive release, or Genesis port, was simply called Dune, The Battle for Arrakis. So hey, it's not me making it complicated, it's the game makers. Game Dune 2 was loose sequel of, well, its prequel. Both games were based upon David Lynch's movie and took less resources from Frank Herbert's science fiction novel. The game even had the audacity to introduce a new house, the House of Orders. You could not find that in the novels, and not even in the film. It appeared in the game, although it was only mentioned once. Okay, I said before that this game defined RTS, but it wasn't the first RTS title. No, some Herzog's Way title was first. But anyways, Dune 2 did manage to establish a format that would be followed for years to come, and is the first to use the mouse to use the movements, giving you much more fluid interaction. You know, like all RTS titles work now. For the rest, it's like, you know, your typical RTS game. You have to get your resources, no ore or something, but here you have to get supplies. And, well, it worked out great. And this title really deserved to be on this list before it become forgotten forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And now for my number 4. Oh wait. Oh, did I miss? Dune 2 was number 14. So, okay, I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, number 13, none other than Simpsons arcade game. Yeah, of course, The Simpsons. Come on, for real. This one just had to be on this list. This was an arcade beat-em-up developed by Konami. It was released in 1991 and was the second video game that was based on the Simpsons franchise. I don't know if you remember Bart vs. the Space Mutants. That game was okay, yeah, it somehow got the spirit of the series, but this game really, it was just like an interactive show. Anyways, you could control the whole family, except for Maggie. Of course, she was kidnapped. But it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. You could play up with 4 characters at the same time. You had little tools, you had those typical moments that you knew from the series, and it had nice, neat little mini games at the end of the round. Anyways, maybe we should move on to number 12.
Star Wars Trilogy Arcade.
Well, this Star Wars game really deserved to be on this list, but certainly isn't the most beautiful Star Wars game till date. If you want to play that, go play Battlefront 2. I mean, that's really that's when it comes to graphics, really impressive. But this game, back in the days, also including the incredible cabin that you could play it in, it was truly an amazing, immersive experience. Trust me. Well, like the title kinda like self-explains it, the game let you play like the trilogy, like the original movies. You could play out the most important scenes, the Battle of Hoth, the Death Star scene, fight with Darth Vader, which was pretty weird and kind of amazing at the same time. So this one definitely needed to be on this list. So I wanted to continue on with number 11, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wrap up this movie. So you didn't have to wait that long. I hope you don't mind me ending this movie so quickly, because that would be like make me feel sad if you would yeah, whatever. Anyways, Drifter, signing out. Sayonara, boys and girls. World peace. Grifter signing out.